In the Tall Grass was not very good. This is the latest film from Vincenzo Natali, who is most well known for his 1997 film Cube, and it is the third film this year to be adapted from a Stephen King story. The absolute best I can say about this film is that it features plenty of interesting choices in regards to directing and cinematography. For as weird as it may sound, a lot of effort clearly went into framing and presenting stalks of tall grass. There are even quite a couple of shots that use camera movement to make relatively small locations in this film feel like expansive and dense mazes. Pretty much all of the actors did an unexceptional job and blended into the setting. However, the two most notable acting performances were by the small child and Patrick Wilson. While, to no one's surprise, the little kid completely blows, Patrick Wilson, it seems, was having fun with this role and brings a genuine amount of energy to the story and dialogue he was given. In The Field of Grass, Patrick Wilson is there to completely devour the scenery. What drags this film down is pretty much everything else having to do with the story and pacing. Once you as a viewer clue into the central gimmick of the plot, you will be completely unsurprised by every single turn this film takes, and you will be likely to discover what this gimmick is within the first 20 minutes of runtime. After I got what the conceit of this story was, I kind of just sat there twiddling my thumbs, waiting for anything interesting to happen, because up until about the last 30 minutes, the film remains entirely static and tensionless as a result of having no central antagonist or threat beyond, "We need to get out of this field of grass." As mentioned earlier, once you do end up getting to the final 30 minutes, it's nothing you haven't seen happen a billion times before. Even if the final 30 minutes of this film had been something truly fantastic and unique, it would not be worth sitting through an hour of boring, tedious nonsense that doesn't matter in the slightest. It was just honestly kind of lame. If there is anything positive I have to say about some of the moments in this film's story, it's that there are a couple moments that register as kind of creepy, but those do not save the tedious pacing. Once you consider that the original novella this movie is based on is only 60 pages long, these issues with pacing make a lot more sense. Anyways, I would not recommend spending, or as I like to think of it, wasting your time with this film, because it is a boring, tedious mess that, while only 100 some minutes long, feels about 200 minutes long. Definitely has some cool parts about it, but that's not enough to save it. I'm giving this one a 3 out of 10.